Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how you doing? Well, I have an update for you from Belfast, and this comes from a community member who lives in Belfast. And the reason why I'm bringing you this kind of news is because just because it's happening over there, don't think that it won't happen over here, okay? So Asda, which has become the first supermarket to start not for EU labeling on some of its food in Northern Ireland. The labeling is a requirement of the Windsor framework that is revised by Brexit deal for Northern Ireland. It is not officially required until the start of October and is due to be rolled out across the rest of the UK in October of 2024. It is part of a broader package of changes to the 2019 Brexit deal for Northern Ireland, which is known as the Northern Ireland Protocol. Now, the protocol kept Northern Ireland inside the EU, the single market for goods, which allowed a free flow of goods across the Irish border. However, it made trading from Great Britain to Northern Ireland more difficult and more expensive as well. So checks and controls on GB food products entering Northern Ireland have been some of the biggest practical difficulties. Under the Windsor framework, UK public health and safety standards and protocols will apply for all retail food and drink in the UK internal market. That means that GB traders who are sending food for sale in Northern Ireland should face no routine checks and minimal paperwork. But the flip side of this is that the introduction of the not for EU labels on GB food products to give a level of assurance to the EU that products will not wrongly enter its single market. From October, prepackaged meat, fresh milk being sent from GB, or Great Britain, I should say, to Northern Ireland will have to be individually labeled in that way, with labeling of other goods being rolled out by July of 2025. Businesses will also have to be registered as trusted traders to benefit from the reduced controls. Asda has so far introduced the labeling on some of its own brand meat products. There has been concern, though, in the retail industry that businesses have not had enough time to prepare for the labeling changes, meaning that not all operators will be compliant in October. However, the government has indicated that it will initially take a light touch approach to enforcement. So what does the new Northern Ireland Brexit deal mean for businesses? Well, for example, in its most recent published advice, it said that during the first few months of this new scheme, procedures will be in place to ensure that businesses using an existing trusted trader scheme will benefit from the new arrangements. So this is just messy, isn't it? And the change in labeling does not affect the quality of the food. This is simply about keeping everybody happy, I guess, because, they're next door to the EU. They have to respect their right to their internal market. And this labeling is just an administrative procedure to assist that. It has nothing to do with the food itself. And hopefully supermarkets will be able to continue to supply the same value and range of goods as they do today. So this is just really sad that this whole thing even has to happen this way. My God, not for EU. It's good enough for one place, but not good enough for another. It's just like the same thing with milk. I don't know if you guys heard about this. You guys may be surprised to learn that American milk is actually banned in Europe. Yeah, why? And it's because there are so many health issues surrounding the production of American milk that European authorities, along with those in Japan, Australia, New Zealand, and Canada, have blocked these dairy imports. Strange, right? It's like it's good, it's okay for us to drink it, but it's not okay for them, you know? So there are 4 main health reasons or concerns with American milk. One, American cows have the growth hormones that they get injected with, and it's genetically engineered growth hormone. And they can they can produce 20% more milk. 2, pasteurization of milk is no guarantee of safety. The alarming fact is that these hormones are not destroyed in the milk pasteurization process. Then in 1984 or something like that, the FDA said that there was no health risks associated with the hormones. However, there have been at least 8 national and international reviews on the health risk associated with them. Then the third one, the hormones make the cows sick. Then there's antibiotic treatments that have problems and stuff like that. So meanwhile, the European Commission is well aware of these hormones and the concerns, and has issues with several directives to safeguard human health. I mean, are the American authorities being overly casual about this whole thing, or are the Europeans being too fussy, you know? So despite the reasons that I've already given you, you know, with like the hormones and stuff like this is still like a really hot topic to debate. I mean, does it make you think twice about drinking milk or giving milk to your kids, or eating cheese and butter and eggs and this and that and the other? I mean, this is just ridiculous. First, you know, Northern Ireland, with the not for EU, and, you know, certain labels have to be put on the food now because of Brexit. And now American milk is not good for the people of Europe. What's really going on here? Like I said, it's okay for one place, but not for another. Because Northern Ireland is going through the same thing. It's good for Northern Ireland, but it's not good for the other place. Why? None of this is making any sense. All right. All right, guys, I'm out of here. I will see you in the next one, okay? You stay safe, you stay positive, you keep prepping, and as always, fearless. Ciao.